What if I told you that a man who drove a pickup truck, lived in a modest house, and wore clothes from his own discount store was once the richest person in America? That the empire he built from a single five-and-dime store would change the face of retail forever? In 1945, a young World War II veteran borrowed $20,000 from his father-in-law and purchased a small franchise store in Newport, Arkansas. The locals thought he was crazy, the location wasn't prime, the competition was fierce, and this young man had almost no retail experience to speak of. He worked tirelessly, mopping floors before dawn, staying until midnight, studying every aspect of his business with obsessive detail. When his landlord refused to renew his lease 5 years later, many thought his dream was finished. Instead of giving up, he packed his family into a station wagon and headed to Bentonville, Arkansas, a town so small it barely registered on the map. There, this determined entrepreneur opened a small discount store and personally drove hundreds of miles each week to scout merchandise, sleeping in his truck to save money. Competitors laughed at his rural strategy. Wall Street ignored him completely, but something remarkable was happening in those small towns across America. While other retailers focused on urban centers, this man saw opportunity in the forgotten small towns and instituted revolutionary practices, employee profit sharing, sophisticated inventory systems, and an almost fanatical devotion to cutting costs and lowering prices. By 1962, this once struggling businessman opened a new kind of store with a revolutionary concept: everyday low prices in a friendly, no-frills environment. He called it Walmart. What his competitors never understood was that beneath the folksy demeanor and frugal habits was one of the shrewdest business minds America had ever produced. When Sam Walton died in 1992, his company had grown from that single store to over 900 locations, and he was worth over $20 billion. The billionaire, who still flew coach, drove the same pickup truck for years and started each day with breakfast at the local diner, transformed American retail forever. His legacy continues in over 10,500 stores worldwide, employing more than 2 million people. And now you've heard the extraordinary tale of how a small-town merchant with big dreams became the architect of the world's largest retail empire.